What's up, everyone? With the weather the way it's been, it's really nasty outside. If you just come out here and take a look at it, you can see that it looks like the bottom is about to fall out. So I am not going to be going fishing anytime soon. With that in mind, what I'm going to be doing is I found this blue crate right here when I was out at Texas City fishing the channel side where the big tankers come through. My last trip out there, I got that big boy, and I want to do something like that. That is my saltwater crate right there. I also want to add maybe one or two more little PVC pieces to hold another 2 rods back there. Let's get these pieces of PVC that I purchased from Lowe's cut down to size. We'll finish off my saltwater crate first, and then after taking a look at this, the dimensions on that is not the same as one of those. It's like really tall and a lot more narrow than the other crate. So I am not too sure how I'm going to set this up. All right, let me mark these to the same length as those right there. We'll get the saw out, chop them down, and then see if we can add 2 more rod holders to that. Alright, so that is it. Put this little Ziploc baggie on. We'll clip these zip ties right there. Get that off. Get this one off. Last one. There she is. She's done. Look at this crate. Awesome. Able to carry 2 more spools of leader line right there. I got these 2 already on it. My 4 plus 2 more, 6 rods that I'm able to take out there and be ready at a moment's notice for any situation that presents itself. It's gonna be rocking. So let's do this. I'm gonna show you the tackle that I take with me whenever I'm on the water. I got 4 tackle trays, and that is all I take with me. And here we go. Let's just start right here. This is my bread and butter. The only go-to tray that I really even pay attention to when I'm out there. My Hoagie swimming jacks. I got 4, several, whatever, different colors. I also got these Bugs lures. Bugs, I tell you what, Heath Hipple at Bugs Fishing is doing great things. He's constantly innovating new lures for different species. And man, I am so happy and proud to call him my friend. I'm glad that I reached out to him and we, conversed and come up with a deal to allow me to constantly fish his lures. A disclaimer, I am not promotional staff for Bugs Fishing. I am not promotional staff for anybody. The closest thing I guess you could say that I'm similar to a promotional staff is 3 Bells Outfitters. I'm an ambassador for 3 Bells. I have no reservations recommending them, and they're phenomenal. Teo and crew over there, they do a stand-up job. They are genuine. They care about you, the customer. If you're in the market for a Hobie or a Bonafide kayak, they are the premier dealer in the New England area. And they ship worldwide. I know there are several of you anglers here in Texas and in some out towards the Midwest and West Coast that have ordered from them because of my videos. I thank you all. For everybody else, if you are considering purchasing a new kayak, call them up. Hear what they have to say. They are phenomenal. I mean, it's awesome the job that they do. But I'm an ambassador for them. I am not like promotional staff. I'm not a part of their fishing team. I just recommend them because I believe in them. So yeah, going back to bugs, I'm not promotional staff for Bugs Fishing as well. Me and Heath have an agreement. He sends me lures because I believe in these lures. I promote these lures because they actually work. And I promote anything that is going to help me catch fish. So what's working for me and what you see me catching fish with, I don't mind letting you know because I want you to share in on that fun. And that's the beauty of not being promotional staff. I think that whole promotional staff game is kind of played out. And if you, okay, so just follow me here for a quick second. The whole promotional staff thing. A lot of guys like to go out and throw stickers and patches all over their shirts or jerseys and, hey, I'm pro staff for this, I'm pro staff for that. I think it's crazy whenever you are pro staff for one lure company that sells paddle tails. I like the Hoagies, but let's just say I was pro staff for Hoagies, and then I like to use paddle tails in general. I think they work and they're phenomenal. If I went out and got Down South lures, and then I went to Egret Baits, and then I went to Chicken Boy, that's just, it's counterproductive. How can you pro staff for one company plus pro staff for their competition? I don't understand it, and I don't want to get involved in any of that because I don't want you all to feel that, hey, he's just trying to sell me on this product because he pro staffs for that company. That is not me. That is not where I want to take my channel, and you won't find me doing that. About the only company that I would pro staff for would be like Shimano, because their reels are freaking expensive, but I love them. I have always been a Shimano person, and if they ever shot me the invite to be promotional staff and gave me a discount code, well then you're darn skippy, I'm gonna take them up on that offer. But everything else, no thank you. I would just as soon pay for everything that I get than to be pro staff and get a discount code. If they want to send me free stuff, well then by all means send me some free stuff. When I get a PO box, I will start, you know, gladly accepting all the free items from all these various companies that reach out to me through email. My inbox is constantly flooded with solicitations for, hey, use my product, you can have it, just do a review on it, you know, for YouTube, like a video, and it's yours. So I have yet to take anybody up on that offer because I'm not going to give out my personal address. And then even if I did have the PO box, yeah, I would take it. But what I would do is take that item, turn right back around and do a giveaway, give it to one of you, let you all like reap some of the benefits that I get to have because of my channel. You all are the ones that build me. So that's what I would do. And when I can afford a PO box, then I'm definitely going to, you know, take that route and give you all items on giveaways, and then I'll just ask you to let me know, hey, how does it work out for you? What did you like? What did you not like about it? And then I'll do the video on it to, you know, fulfill my end of the agreement. But yeah, that's my whole rant on the whole pro staff thing. I don't pro staff for anybody. I love the freedom to fish anything and everything that catches fish and then share that with you all. If you agree with me, cool. If you don't agree with me, well, hey, let's agree to disagree, whatever. But yeah, box number 2. I don't even go inside this box. The only time I would go inside this thing is if the next angler off in the distance is catching fish, or somebody that I'm out there fishing with, if they're having luck on anything like this, well then I'll pull something out in a heartbeat, because if you're not catching fish, it ain't fun. But I got like Spook Junior, some top waters, some like stick twitch baits, jerk baits, whatever you want to call them, some deep divers, some paddle tails from Storm, some flukes, other plastics, road runners, like the big ones and stuff like that. That's inside this box. I don't use it, but I have it just in case a situation calls for it. Box number 3. Again, I don't rarely, actually, only time I ever use this is if I'm using live bait. I do not use dead bait. I don't believe in it unless I'm going like bull red fishing over at High Island and I use like a horse mullet head. But even then, I stay away from dead bait. I use live bait. Circle hooks are in here. Big old, you know, sinkers to get horse mullet down there for the bull reds. And when I was in the Northeast, I used these for bunker. You all know about the whole snag and drop. I did that, and it was fun. Not fun for the bunker or the mullet, but I definitely do it. Got some big old jig heads right here. Little popping corks, other jig heads for Berkeley Gulp, like their swimming mullet, swivels, all kinds of terminal tackle inside here, wire leaders. Don't use it unless I'm actually going to live bait. And then you got the last box right here. I don't even want to open this, but I will just, whew, that stinks. It's the Berkeley Gulp. Bunch of swimming mullet and various other, you know, plastics inside here that I never ever use. I do use this plastic right here because this is what kills the bass for me. This and a Roadrunner. These are Zoom Tiny Flukes, Magic Shad, or actually it's Smoking Shad. Phenomenal. But yeah, Berkeley Gulp Nemesis right here. Some of the bigger stuff to go after the bigger game. But that is it. That's the extent of my saltwater box. I guess what I'm trying to do by all of this right here, I can't constantly go fishing on days like this where the weather is really horrible. We got freaking gale force winds out there. I can't get on the water during that stuff and be safe. So I got to do this. If I don't do this, share my, you know, behind the scenes stuff from fishing with you all, then I don't make money. And this is my job. I have to make money somehow to supplement my retirement check. I am constantly in the red, if that makes any sense to some of you. For those that, you know, are financially responsible for some things, it costs me a lot of money, you know, on gas and replacing some of the plastics and the hooks that I am not sponsored by anybody. So I'm kind of doing this all on my lonesome. Everything I look at as an investment. It's kind of, you know, barren here now. There used to be 2 other kayaks inside this garage. However, I sold them, not for financial reasons, I just needed room. But because of the money that I received, it allowed me to purchase stuff for the channel. And again, that's just an investment to make the videos better for you all, more interesting. That drone, I hope you all like the footage. However, a couple of things that I didn't know, I gotta apply now for a $150 license. That's what it's gonna cost me to take the test for like the, whatever, the drone test through the FAA. I've got to pay that hefty fee for a 2-year license. And every 2 years you gotta retake that test. Apparently, I don't know, I gotta read about it. I was talking to Magic Yacker. Shane has his license, and I was just questioning him through text earlier today. And yeah, so all of it though, I'm willing to do because it's going to make the experience better for you all when watching my videos. So yeah, when I get home from fishing, I know a lot of you say, hey, in the comments, man, you are so lucky and you're this and you're that. Believe me when I say luck had nothing to do with me being able to fish full time. I suffered for 7 years without my family, finishing out my career with the Marine Corps. And now that I am back, yes, I am lucky. But there was a lot of suffering that went into it because I lived apart from my family for 7 years. I only got to visit ever so often. And then when I went to New York, it was really hard on us. But all is well in the land of MDLR now because I am here with my family and I am doing what I love to do, and that's fishing. Very passionate about this whole YouTube job. I know I get a lot of crazy looks when people say, hey, what do you do? And I tell them I fish for a living through YouTube. And they're like, what? How do you even do that? Well, without doing these videos like this right now, I can't get paid. And it's all through the advertising those little annoying ads that pop up that you all click the X. Yeah, that's how I get paid. And without your help, well, I don't earn a paycheck. So by you watching this video, and if you made it this far along in the video, I consider you part of my core audience. The ones who help to promote my channel, help to recommend it to other anglers that are out there that may be interested in it. I know you all recommend it. Hey, check out so-and-so. For everybody in the Southeast Texas area, if you want to think of the channel as being like a live fishing report, because when I go fishing and I come home, I usually upload the footage the very next day or the day after that. It's like a 2-day turnaround at the most for posting and publishing these videos. So when the weekend comes, you all have an idea of what went well for me throughout the week, and then you can go hit those spots up during the weekend. But yeah, I done forgot where I was even going. I just went off on a tangent, just letting stuff flow. Going back to like my daily routine, man, I gotta get up because this is really hurting. These old fossils of mine can't really handle these contorted positions. Going back to like a typical day for me, let's aim that up a little bit. All right. When I come home from fishing, it's usually around 4 o'clock, and I have to do several things. I've got to spray down the Mirage Drive. I got to spray down the reels with some fresh water to get any collected like build-up salt that's on that gear. After that's done, I come in, take a shower, change over, and then immediately I've got to start charging batteries for 2 GoPros. I got to start charging batteries now for a drone. I've got to take 3 SD cards, get to my Mac, import the footage into iMovie on those 3 cards. That takes a little while because of the file sizes that I'm using, because I want to make sure that I am filming in HD to give you all the best possible experience. Once all the footage is imported, I have to reformat those cards, get them back inside the GoPro and the drone so that they're ready again for the next day. I then turn to editing. When I go to editing, that takes me anywhere from 4 to 6 hours because I am like my own worst critic. I have to constantly keep watching the footage over to make sure that everything flows, to make sure it's all relevant, and there's not just like, here's this scene, then boom, we're all the way over here in left field or right field, like, hey, why is that even in the video? So because I, am so passionate about what I do and the product that I put out for you all to watch, and I want to make sure it flows nice and smooth and it's entertaining, at least for the most part. I'm pretty sure there's some people that aren't even going to make it this far into this video, but anyhow, I want to make sure that it flows smoothly for you all to have a good experience. And that takes about 4 to 6 hours, and most of the time I'll fall asleep and then I wake up the next day and start editing again. If the weather is good, well then I leave it for the next day and I go back out fishing and just repeat the whole process all over again. So doing YouTube is, man, it's a full-time job, and I work weekends, but guess what? I absolutely love doing this. I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I don't miss my old job, all the responsibility, all that stress. I'm proud of, having that old job. For those of you that don't know, my former job was a U.S. Marine. I was enlisted and I made it to the last rank, which is E9 on the enlisted side. I was a master gunnery sergeant and had quite a bit of responsibility. I'm proud of my background. I've learned a lot from the Marine Corps, and I use a lot of it, in today's times. But I don't, I don't miss it in the least. I don't ever want to have that, amount of responsibility on my shoulders. I love what I do, and it is great. For those of you that want to start a YouTube channel, I say start it. You're going to get out of it what you put into it, and I am putting a lot of work. I'm spending a lot of money. But that's because I want this to be successful. I am dead set on making this succeed. I want to take trips around the world. I want to be like those young kids over on the Guggen Squad, because them, Black Tip H, and those are the only like really big time YouTubers. I'm actually actively following those gentlemen, seeing who's going to be the first fishing angler to reach 1 million subscribers. That just like blows my mind. I know this whole, I didn't intend for this video to go on this long, but yeah, I can just talk to you all forever. And again, for those of you that have made it this far, I sincerely thank you for making it this far into the video. You are my core audience. You are the ones who are going to be able to help project me out there to be able to grow and take these trips, bring you along with them. You can live vicariously through me. Start that YouTube channel and put a lot of work into it. It's yours. It's your product. Put it out there for everybody to see. Someone's going to gravitate towards your personality, and they will watch you just the way you're watching me right now. It's very flattering whenever I go to Academy, Best Buy. Just the other day I met a viewer there. Academy, I met some viewers there. The rodeo, of all places, here in Houston, that is a huge rodeo, and I met a viewer there. I mean, it is just crazy where you meet viewers. It's flattering. So thank you all for the support. I'm going to end the video now. I've already talked way too long, and videos that tend to go over 15 minutes are crazy. I know this one's now approaching close to 28 minutes now. Wow, that will be like my absolute longest video ever. I'm gonna have to edit this thing down and just take the meat and potatoes of the clear message that I want to give to you all, what it's like to live a day in the world of MDLR. That is it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. And till next time, tight lines, everyone.